When it comes to power in a state, the governor is supposed to have a lot of say in what goes on. But with lawmakers holding out to keep bills from passing in the legislature and school districts going directly against executive orders, is Governor Abbott starting to lose some of his power in Texas? Here to talk about this is Glenn Smith from Progress, Texas. And Glenn, first state Democrats refused to vote on the governor's election reform bills. Now school districts all over the state are ignoring his order that eliminates mask mandates. Do you think that Governor Abbott has lost control of the counties and the cities in the state?
And the roof of the annex to the Capitol, which began leaking terribly in the rainstorm yesterday. In context, though, we have to remember that the Texas governor is constitutionally a rather weak position. It was made a weak position in the Reconstruction era Constitution that was written that didn't trust government and didn't want a strong governor. What Governor Abbott's done, however, through the course of his term is try to reach for more and more and more power. No other governor has ever attempted to step on the power of locally elected officials the way Governor Abbott has. No other governor has vetoed the legislature when he didn't get what he wanted. So he is losing his grip on power that may not legitimately have been his in the first place.
Now,
he's going to find himself.
Okay, but
go ahead.
Talking about losing, the state Supreme Court just backed up the governor as far as mask mandates for Dallas and San Antonio, correct?
Yeah, well, yes, they did, but in an unusual way to where they really haven't changed the outcome of those earlier rulings from district courts and appeals courts, first-level appeals courts. They more or less just said, I think, let's wait until the hearings on permanent injunctions are over with. So you're hearing the local officials today say they're going to continue ahead with their mask mandates for school. And that's another example why it doesn't make any political sense for the governor to be telling our kids, our school kids, to go get in harm's way in our schools and not allow mask mandates. It's like all of a sudden saying to a pediatric surgeon, you don't get to wear a mask when you're operating on a child. It's that level of danger he's putting children in, and where is the political gain in that?
Do you think the governor is ever going to back off?
I think it's entirely possible. We're going to have to wait and see. I think I predicted earlier that he would kind of wake up and go, this is not only am I endangering kids, but there's no political outcome for me that's good that I can see. He may get saved by the courts. The courts may look at school districts as a different sort of animal than counties or cities and say schools can protect the safety and the governor can't reach in and stop them. And he may see that coming and he may back off, or he may let it happen. So his base thinks, well, he tried, but the courts didn't let him. I think that could be a very likely outcome. It's a good question.
We have seen the Biden administration step in when it comes to mask mandates in Florida. Could you foresee that happening in Texas?
I can, if it's going to be necessary to protect the lives and health of our school children. I think anybody who can should step in, frankly. I just hope that Governor Abbott and state government generally wake up to the dangers they're putting our school kids in if they don't back off a little bit or if the courts don't save them. Okay. That would be preferable to me than federal action, so let's hope they do.